Hustle, loyalty, and respect. That mantra has gotten John Cena all the way to this point here tonight.
And I don't know a harder working guy, Cole. I really don't. He was able to reverse that.
And he gets out of the way. He drops the elbow. Oh, great counter by the Rocker.
Talk about getting rocked. Ooh, you hear how his leg connected? The Rocker's on quite a roll here.
Oh, the punch connects.
Look at that, Cole.
Tie up. This is about skill and power. Struggling for control. And here's John Cena. Cena with a textbook counter.
Yeah, you know, I know some people don't want to hear it, but the truth is, John Cena is so technically sound.
Oh, what a spine buster.
Oh, ow!
I'll tell you, when you talk about New England, they're some of the toughest people in the world. Blue-collar workers,
right.
Hard shipyard workers,
Yes.
and that's where John Cena was brought up. You know, growing up with four brothers in a house that loved WWE and all types of sports, it made John Cena work to become one of the toughest superstars to lace up a pair of boots. Take a look at that again. Uh-oh, look at this. What a move. Looks like we're going back inside.
Big elbow. Watch it. He looks fired up here.
And here goes Cena.
Oh, to fight back like that and then come up short is terrible.
Whoa, he's measuring.
Man, there's no getting up from that.
And here we see it from this angle. That should do it right there.
The referee's calling for the bell. The match is over. Well, let's take a look at some of those highlights.
Who's gonna make it? I am the game. You don't wanna play me. I am control. No way you can shake me. I am heavy debt. No way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder.
And here's just some of the action we saw during the match.
Smoking gun. I am the game, and I may lose. So move on out. You can die like a fool. Trying to figure out what my move's gonna be. Come on over, sucker. Why don't you ask me? Don't you forget there's a price you can pay. 'Cause I am the game, and I want to play.
Here is your winner, Hero Voodoo Club.
He gets a big victory here tonight.
Love him or hate him, that was an incredible match.
I fully expect this crowd to be split right down the middle for this one.
Well, John Cena really is one of the most polarizing figures in WWE history, Cole. I'm sure we'll hear plenty of cheers and boos. Reversal.
He almost took his head off with that lariat.
The Rocker's on quite a roll here.
I'll tell you, when you talk about New England, there's some of the toughest people in the world. Blue-collar workers, hard shipyard workers, and that's where John Cena was brought up. You know, growing up with four brothers in a house that loved WWE and all types of sports, it made John Cena work to become one of the toughest superstars to lace up a pair of boots.
He saw that one coming. What a fist drop.
Rock-hard fist plunges down again. No!
Oh! You know, Cole, you might be onto something with that. Maybe those brutal New England winters toughened John Cena up as a kid. A young John Cena shoveling snow, walking to school in freezing temperatures. I'd imagine that put an extra layer of bark on you in a real hurry. Thankfully, we didn't have those winters like that in Memphis.
Yeah, but you're getting them now with global warming.
And the Rocker hits it.
Good Lord, look at the fire in his eyes.
And there's the reversal.
And he gets out of the way.
John Cena with the offense. Great offense by John Cena.
Great move.
Look at that, Cole. Do you feel it, Michael? Cena's got the momentum again.
And now the toll of this very physical contest is beginning to show on his body.
Timber, and he falls hard. Well, going to the top, high risk. Boy, he is really tired now. Uh-oh. Oh, he got him.
Tremendous action in this match.
Heads up. Whoa.
He's measuring. How awesome was that? Is show-off time.
Don't waste time gloating here. Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet. Oh, my gosh.
Take a look at that again. He's got a table in hand.
Remember, there are no countouts in this contest. This match could end up anywhere.
John Cena being pressed hard. Oh my, through the table.
That's it. He's done. It's the Rocker win. Well, let's take a look at some of those highlights.
Who's gonna make it? I am the game. You don't wanna play me.
We got a couple of highlights here. Let's check them out.
I am heavy. There's no way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder, ready to run like a
Here is your winner, Nero Voodoo.
Now, let's be honest. This one wasn't even close.
Oh, yeah. That was about as far from an even match as you could get.
Come on over, sucker, why don't you act me? Don't you forget there's a price you can pay. 'Cause I am the game and I want to play.
Seth Rollins looks focused here tonight, King.
Oh, look out. He's on the hunt for justice again.
A swift kick.
Whoa. Nothing flashy about that shot from the rocker. Oh, talk about getting rocked. He's putting those educated feet to good use.
Man, Seth Rollins, what offense.
He was able to reverse that. You hear how his leg connected?
That'll leave a mark. And that fist connects again.
Nothing flashy about that shot from the rocker. Oh! Wow! Here we see it from this angle. We know what this is.
What a maneuver. And he gets tossed back in the ring. And there's the elbow. And he gets back in. Uh-oh, look at this. Oh! Trying to put him away.
You gotta be kidding me.
Devastating. Simply devastating.
Whether you like it or not, there's the match right there. And here's some highlights from the matchup.
It's all about pain. Who's gonna make it? I am the game. You don't wanna play me. I am control.
Let's go to the highlights here.
I am heavy debt. No way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder, ready to run like a Cleveland bitch from a smoking gun. I am.
Here is your winner, Hero Voodoo.
He gets a big victory here tonight.
Love him or hate him, that was an incredible match.
Don't you forget there's a price you can pay. 'Cause I am the game and I want to play.
King, have you ever seen a superstar be as laid back as Rob Van Dam, yet still be one of the most dominant of his era?
Well, I'll tell you, he truly is one of a kind, Michael. Incoming! Oh! Oh, Cole, look at that. Now that's how you hurt an opponent. He was able to reverse that.
Nobody wants to give an inch in this.
Rocker's on quite a roll here.
A battle of wills now.
Oh, no! Talk about getting launched out of the ring. Van Dam is looking for something big here.
Here's a little something interesting to put in your Rob Van Dam file, King. RVD has his own unique official weightlifting move called, appropriately enough, the Van Dam lift. That has a nice ring to it. I hope Rob holds the world record. Oh, launched back into the ring.
Oh, mama!
Now back to the ring. And there's the reversal. And he dodges that one. And the knee gets driven into the skull. A vicious elbow drop delivered with a lot of force.
Oh, wait, nice reversal. Well, Rob does own the world record for the Van Dam lift, Cole. But I think it's probably because he's the only person who's ever attempted.
Oh, what a counter. Great move. might be completely knocked out.
Might be. He's on Green Street, Cole. Oh, that did it. This man.
Uh-oh, look at this. Oh! Trying to put him away.
Good grief. The Rocker's going up. He's having a seriously hard... Ah! Look at this! You don't often see a superstar's own finishing move used against them like this. The Rocker wins!
It's all about the game, and how you play it. All about control.
Let's go to the highlights here.
And if you can play it, it's all about pain. Who's gonna make it?
And here's just some of the action we saw during the match.
I am control. No way you can shake me. I am heavy debt. No way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me.
Here is your winner, Nero Voodoo Clutch.
Absolutely amazing.
He knew he felt he had to win this one tonight.
I mean, there's absolutely no way to underscore how big this victory is. Perhaps the biggest in his life.
Come on over, sucker, why don't you ask me? Don't you forget there's a price you can pay. 'Cause I am the game and I want to play.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Cameron from Harlem, New York,
Nero Voodoo
Clutch.
Gonna make it. I am the game. You don't wanna play me. I am in control. No way you can shake me. I am heavy debt. No way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder. Ready to run like a Cleveland bitch from a smoking gun. I am the...
And approaching the ring from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing 251 pounds, John Cena!
Time to go to work.
I fully expect this crowd to be split right down the middle for this one.
Well, John Cena really is one of the most polarizing figures in WWE history, Cole. I'm sure we'll hear plenty of cheers and boos. Countered! What a move by the Rocker! Oh!
And down goes Cena. Oh, the punch connects.
Nothing flashy about that shot from the Rocker.
Cena with a textbook counter.
Yeah, you know, I know some people don't want to hear it, but the truth is, John Cena is so technically sound.
Trying to get under his opponent's skin with this one. Neither individual is going to back down here.
Look at that, Cole!
Great reversal.
He was able to reverse it and get out of that. He was able to reverse that.
Oh, great counter by the Rocker. What a fist drop.
Oh, out of nowhere!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, the Rocker!
And he dodges that one.
Great offense by John Cena.
He gets out of trouble there.
John Cena with a nice reversal. Oh, man!
And he collapses down to the canvas.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? He anticipated that move perfectly.
And he gets out of the way. The knee.
That landed like a ton of bricks.
And he dodges that one.
And did you hear the impact on that kick?
Quick thinking to avoid that. The courage and resilience of John Cena are unparalleled.
Countered! What a move by the Rocker!
Talk about sending a message of defiance to your
And
opponent.
the Rocker hits it!
He's got him covered.
And John Cena is still going.
Oh, man!
Shoulders down.
This could be it. Uh-oh. Watch it! Ooh. He's putting those educated feet to good use. John Cena with the offense. What's he going to do here? What's he going to do here?
He was one step ahead on that one.
He's looking to fly.
Ah! Oh, he got him! I mean, there is nothing like seeing somebody go flying through the air. Oh, and the reversal by John Cena. Great offense by John Cena. Uh-oh.
Trying to put him away. Incredible move by John Cena.
I can tell you this about where an opponent's head should be when he's in the ring with John Cena. If the opportunity comes up, you have got to put him away.
You can feel it. Here he comes. The fight's on. Oh, my. Look at this.
Oh, the Rocker.
And he reversed it.
Good move there.
Look out the steel post. Look at this. This could be it. I don't believe the destruction we're seeing.
This guy's just going from one painful move to another.
You know, King, you make a good point, so I'll ask you this about that famous durability and resilience of John Cena. What is it that allows him to stay in matches even when it looks like he's on the verge of being dominated? I mean, we've seen him come back practically from the dead so many times.
Oh, you're right. John Cena is just the ultimate competitor, Michael. He refuses to give in to anyone, no matter what state he's in. And Cena's only gotten tougher over the course of his career. That's what makes it even more astounding. He's as strong now as he's ever been. with the force of a big rig.
Well, great counter by the Rocker.
He saw that one coming.
Counter! What a move by the Rocker. Hey, he's going for it, and the Rocker hits it.
Nice dodge there.
John Cena with the offense. Here's a cover.
2, he got it. No, kick out at 2.
Great offense by John Cena. Whoa, don't get up. What a move. What a smart move.
And here we see it from this angle.
Uh-oh, look at this. Oh!
Trying to put him away. That's insane. That's absolutely nuts.
Wind out of your sails.
And will this be it? 2, 3.
The Rocker wins.
And how you play it, all about control. And if you can take it, it's all about your death.
Let's go to the highlights here.
It's all about me. Who's gonna make it? I am the game. You don't wanna play me. I am control.
And here's just some of the action we saw during the match. Oh, there were some unbelievable highlights. Watch this.
I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder. Ready to
Look at this. This was a match that was simply mesmerizing.
and I may lose. So move on out. You can die like a fool. Trying to figure out what my move's gonna be. Come on over, sucker. Why don't you ask me? Don't you forget there's a price you can pay. 'Cause I am the game and I
Here is your winner, Nero Voodoo Club.
What an incredible match.
That one could have gone either way. Nobody has anything to be ashamed of in this one.